So first I have to thank the Rabbi Daniel who gave the idea to Sir Alexander Fleming. I think that was his name, the one that the discoverer of penicillin. And Baruch Hashem, once a doctor told me I have strep, there was a tremendous simcha. Why is it? Even the doctor was excited. Why? Because when you know that there's an immediate medicine, it's a tremendous simcha. For another reason, because it's called En Simcha Katos Asfekas. There's no joy like the undoing of doubts. If you're not sure what it is, it's much more difficult. You know what it is? There's a tremendous joy, and I asked quite a few chachamim where that actual statement is. It's a known statement, but really the people know that it actually is in Hilchos Chanukah. Hilchos Chanukah is the place where it shows up. Pri Megadim writes, En Simcha Katos Asfekas, and I think there's a deep connection to Chanukah, but it's not for now. What I want to discuss today is, first of all, the Sevivon. The draidel actually has a very good connection to the story of this man named Sir Alexander Fleming. Because if you look at the history, this professor was actually known as a somewhat of a careless professor who was coming back from a 2-week vacation, and he was coming into his laboratory that was quite a mess. He decided he's going to clean up, and he notices that on one of the glass plates, which he had left a certain bacteria that he was testing, there was a mold, a ring of a mold, which ended up being, and this mold was clearly fighting the bacteria. I think it was called Staphylococcus, something like that, and therefore that led to the discovery of penicillin. So Baruch Hashem, I'm enjoying the recovery, and I'm being joined by my son. As we all know what it means to have a day off from school. That's how sick a child looks when he's recovering from strep. But he deserves a day off. Anyway, I wanted to connect this to Chanukah too. And that is that the dreidel is called the Sevivon because it's the Loshon of Soiv and also Siba. Siba is a cause. And that means that there's no such thing as accidents. It sounds like an accident. The Rabbi Daniel decided that this Scottish professor will have the schus. Obviously, there was something that he did that the Rabbi Daniel gave him the shlichus to bring out such an incredible gift to the world. Now, number two, what I would like to speak about is something that unfortunately is like fire in our generation. Chavetz Chaim warned us, and we so many times, and I include myself in this, are not careful, and that is Loshon hara. Loshon hara is one of those things that we so easily dismiss somewhat. We think it's not a problem, and we so easily fall in it, and it's, as Chazal say, it's likened to the Gimel Averos. Right now, there's a store. There's a whole controversy about a store, and I'm not going to comment about the details, but I'm going to comment about the WhatsApps that are going around. WhatsApps, as you all know, and as we're using right now, is an incredible koyach that Hashem gave us. And at the same time, it's an incredible destruction. If someone doesn't know that WhatsApp follows the laws of Loshon hara, which means, very basic, you cannot believe a text sent by the best meaning person that says negative things about another Jew, and especially a Talmud Chacham, which we just had in the Daf Yomi. Scary stories that happen when a person says Loshon hara about a Talmud Chacham. If a person does that, God forbid, that's tantamount to the Gimel Averos, the 3 most strict Averos, Shvichos Dam, Avodah Zarah, and Gilui Arayos. So therefore, without getting into detail, you can't believe a text, a WhatsApp. You could and you should be mechesh. The Gemara says, Maseches Nida. Watch out. Be careful. And that goes for the other texts and other WhatsApps that are a response to this. That a person cannot believe unless the only way you could really know the truth is if you go to both parties, sit them down in front of you, and discover the truth. It causes so much destruction. It's so sad. And this is a sinus chinam that the Chofetz Chaim says is the cause of the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. And it's the only way we're going to fix it is if we fix this problem. So I'm leaving you with this message. Please follow. And I decided, as a tikkun, myself, I decided maybe I'm not careful with this enough either, is that anyone that wants to sign up, I'm starting again. I once started it, but I'm going to commit myself, Lineda, that on a daily basis, mamish 2 minutes to go through the Chofetz Chaim Sefer. The only way, Chazal say, that it's really shaykh to watch out from Loshon hara is to study the laws every day, because the Gemara says that you can't save yourself from avak Loshon hara, but the Chofetz Chaim says one way is limud Torah. So we're going to learn Bli Neder. Anyone who wants could just WhatsApp me and I'll add you. And Bli Neder every day or every other day. We're going to stick to Chofetz Chaim for literally 1 or 2 minutes. Go through the laws this way. When you get a text or WhatsApp, someone tells you something, you will not accept it. You will not decide, oh yeah, you see, it's Jewish politics, it's this politics, it's this. I know that rabbi's taka like this. I know this person's like that. I always know it all along. We're going to be saving ourselves, and we're going to bring Klal Yisrael closer together. We're going to save ourselves tremendous agmas nefesh, and only have siyata dishmaya and gula. When a person, it says in the Rambam, it's a pasuk in Mishlei, shemer piva l'shoinei shomer tzoras nafshay. You watch your mouth and your tongue, you're saving yourself from a lot of trouble.
Bye.